Alright, we are back to racing, thankfully. It has been 4 days. Real job got in the way. I had early mornings that I was training people and speaking to a larger group of people for the last few days, and so I just needed to not try to cram a bunch of racing in with that. Just because I would have got burnt out on one or the other, and I can't get burnt out with either of these jobs, essentially, since I treat this like a second job. So I decided to take a few days off, just focus on real world job, not playing video games. Union Omaha also had their last home match for the regular season. We'll be having some playoff matches coming up in a couple of weeks because we're at the top of the table as we won last night, our 11th win in the last 12 matches and unbeaten for the last 12. So pretty crazy season. They've turned it around massively from where they were at the start of the season, and they just keep looking better and better. So right time to fire off the second half of the season. But yeah, a little slow. 17th quickest in practice right here. And we got a little bit of maybe a fuel saving race, but I'm not going to do that because I can't fuel save in this car without going really slow. And I think we'll just try to go, not worry about the fuel, and do the more pit stop version of the race while everyone else tries to stretch it out to 45 if there's no cautions. Now, if it gets into a situation where we can one-stop it over a two-stop, then yeah, maybe we will try to stretch it. But again, I am not very good at saving fuel, and I'm not very fast anyways, so yeah, I don't know. We're probably just gonna be a mid-packer. See if we can get any grip out here. Overdrive an entry, but you can kind of do that if you're not worried about the tires. Just a little grip there off the corner, but didn't slip it too much. Not running all the way down low and not all the way up at the top, just right above the seam seems to be where the most grip for me is. That's a 628. That's not going to be good enough for anything. Let's take it around the top by the wall and see if we can get a good run off the corner. Keep as much throttle in it as we can and correct it over and over. We've already used up the tires a bit, so it's not going to be as quick as if we went topside the first time around, but maybe we can get a little more if we don't stick it in the wall. And just a little bit more. 587. Okay. Didn't think it would be that big of a jump. P4 right now. Still a minute and 50 left for everyone to go. Very surprised by that number. Maybe a few people put it in the wall. So it gained a little bit. The track definitely slowed down from what people were hitting in practice, but that kind of always happens when rubber's added, and I think there was some clouds at the beginning of practice rather than sun here, but alright, P4. I will take that, because we were sitting in this little spot here, and yeah, did not expect that. So qualify a few really quick guys. Might have been able to go a little. I mean, we would have maybe got one more spot had I went topside first lap. There's a definite big gap between myself and first and second. So I will take that. Hopefully that will allow us to do a little bit more with the strategy, since we won't be trying to make up a lot of ground unless we get wrecked instantly. But very, very, very happy with where we ended up, because, I mean, we were sitting like around here, and then we gain all those spots by going 0.0, was it 0.04? Yeah, 0.04 faster. So, what did we run that? A 628. So that would have put us right here. So we gained a lot there because we would have been 11th. So, all right, let's go practice a pit stop, because that is going to be key if I can get on track. That was weird. Some paint schemes are going to be loading in because it was split up into 2 run groups, so it's going to be a little jittery while it loads all that in. Let's try to get some speed so that we can just practice the pit stop right now rather than having to do a lap.
You got the black flag. You didn't exit the pit safely. You have to drive.
So I'm looking for these tire marks where you can see people have crossed down on the graphics. I mean, it's not where actual tire marks are, but where iRacing has painted tire marks or overlaid tire marks.
Pit box in 10.
And then we are all the way down here.
5.
Going really slow.
3, 2.
Probably
1.
2 spots,
Right here.
3 spots after the opening. So, all right. We know where we're pit. We know how to get onto the pits. We got a minute 30, so let's do that one more time, just to make sure. I don't think we're going to get up onto the track, though. A lot of traffic coming. I guess we do need to practice coming out of the pits as well as hard as we can. A little slippery. Alright, so after the light, after that, and a little early there.
Outside. Clear. Outside.
Onto pit road. Okay. I feel good about that. We'll see how we can screw it up in the race.
Pit box in right here.
And we've got a couple of seconds there. So, yeah, it's a big field. We got 33 cars here, and I believe everyone is here. Yep. So, that'll be a big field. Definitely don't want to be in the back if we get an early caution with single file restarts. And hopefully we can just figure out a strategy once we get going. Got 134 laps. So I'm looking at 33, 34 on the pit stops. Everyone else, I assume, is going to stretch it out to 45 and try to 2-stop it instead of 3-stop it. But again, like I said, if we get in a situation where you can try to 1-stop it, then we will have to try to switch to that. But we're going to just try to use the tires up a bit and not, I mean, most likely I'm going to burn the tires up too hard and we'll be slow, but we'll see what we can do here, and I hope come away with a good finish and an interesting race. So I think we've got every paint scheme loaded up, so
1 lap to green. Line up on the outside. Pit road
don't
is
need to
closed.
save fuel, don't need to worry about that right now. Oop, that was the starter.
You
There we
have
go.
3 additional sets of tires for this
Just
race.
wanted to make
Be
sure
smooth
that I knew
and
what
have a
button
good
it was
run.
on. Sure, my phone is off, and we are ready to roll.
Jetstar 18, sharp.
So I think everyone that's going to be tire saving is going to head down to the white line. People that are fuel saving, I think we're definitely going to tell, because you got to save 2-3 laps of fuel. So they're going to be either a little slow at the end of the straightaway, lifting off early, or clutching it, or kind of half throttling it down the straightaway. Our goal is just go, hit a bunch, and try to win. How many tire sets do we have? We've got 3 sets of tires, so if we do our 3 stops, we're going to use them up, and that might not be good if we get a yellow, which we usually do if I don't want them, so.
Green flag, green flag.
A little slow there, backed up the field. I didn't want to jump on the throttle though, because this thing likes to try to kill you with its power. Yeah, it looks like everyone's going for the line above the seam. And they're just checking out in front of us. We'll bring the tires up smoothly. Try not to push them 110% early on. Definitely hurting the right front right now. Need some more rotation on entry there. On exit there. Not sure if that's what we want.
The car in C1 just set the fastest lap, 30.962.
Alright, so we got a gap. We got a very large gap to the rear of the field. And now it is about holding position a bit while saving tires. I know that these 3 ahead of me are better than me. Ian sometimes falls off pretty bad at the end of a run, so we might get an advantage over him, but he's not really pushing it today, it looks like, so maybe he will hold on to the tires. Bobble. All right, so we are looking at, we can do 42 laps. That means we can do 84 and 126. So once we get to this lap, if a yellow comes out, we're definitely pitting for fuel. There's a lot of cars stacked up behind us. Andrew's gone into saving a bit, it looks like. We're just going to go top side and go around him, I hope.
Say hi to the car on the low side. Clear.
Because I don't want to go backwards into that pack right now. Later in the race, if we burn up our tires and go backwards, the pack is going to be spread out a bit, and we get a yellow. So, we're going to pit for fuel. No tires. That way we don't have to save fuel, and we can do this on 2 stops. It's going to kind of make everything boring, but just how it goes. It's like Warren, unfortunately, from 11th place, is at the back of the field. And actually, a lot of people are slowed down and stopped on the backstretch, or are not catching up. We're at the pace car. Yeah, we're coming in for fuel.
Road is now open.
We're going to give up track position, but there's just no way that I can save the essentially 6 laps of fuel that I need. So, no tires. Fuel only. And we're going to assume it's going green from here on out. Definitely going to get the field doing a lot of different things.
Pit boxing, 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
But it's going to be a lot of fuel only. And if someone forgets to uncheck their tires, wasted tires.
Move it, move it. They want you in single file. Catch up, 18, car.
Alright, well that at least takes away the fuel advantage that some people were going to have on us by saving. Others are going to save under this yellow and try to gain some track position. I still think it's too much to save for me if we do go green the whole way. But we might not go green the whole way, so... But we didn't really lose out on too much, and we gained the ability to do a 2-stop now. So, looking at it now, we need to get, before we pit, we need to get to 84 to go. Which is going to be in 40 laps.
1 to go, next time by.
So we got a very long run here to do on this set of tires. The tires that were, wow, we're down to 95% already on our tires, so the tire wear is going to get down there. And we've got a lot of people out of position as well, so I think we're going to have to just go, use the tires up now and get around these guys, because I think it's going to cost you more time if you sit behind them too long. Just make sure our tires are back on.
About to go green, stay focused.
Let's see what happens on this restart.
Green flag, green flag.
Gotta go low because that is our only option right now. Worn tires that are slightly cold. Gonna be a little tricky. John is opening the doors for us. A little bit. We weren't able to get to that one.
Car outside. 32.725. Stay low. Clear outside if you want it.
Yeah, no time to screw around and lose time to the guys up front, even though the guys up front have to save a bit more fuel. John slowed up quite a bit there on entry. I don't know if he's going into tire save mode because we're not really quicker than these guys that are ahead of us. Have to be careful though around him if we're trying to pass him with his blinking that he's got, because his car is definitely warping around a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and go top side, try to get a run.
Clear. Car inside. Still there.
And try to continue to move forward.
Still there, hold your line. Still there, inside.
Without getting loose.
Still inside.
Be a little lower on exit just so he's got to lift off a bit there. Again, dangerous games to play. I wouldn't do that with someone I didn't trust. I would have been higher up there, but I know he was going to lift off rather than just run into us, because he was going to get a little tighter there with our lower line.
31.634.
But it's still a risky move, especially when I said that he's warping around and blinking a little bit. You don't want to be too close with that. But we're going to get tight. We're already getting tight right there. Heated up that right front. Move the brakes all the way back, even though I don't even think I'm using brakes. I need to start trying to rotate it with a bit of braking. Again, a big ass nose shove in 3 and 4.
31.895.
We just really don't have any speed because we're all still on the same tires and we're running a little heavier than these guys.
Outside. 32.065. Clear.
Little bobble up there by the guy going up top. Maybe a bobble, I'm not sure. We have a big one there. Tracy gains a shit ton on us. And, alright, well, the right rear is warm now. Looks like Colton has backed off there. Leaders are at least looking like they're racing fairly hard, but they might just be going slow and being sideways. Not sideways, but side by side. center of the corner. That's why I'm getting a big push. Let Tracy by once we get past this car in front. Unless he goes for it. And we don't have a say in when we let him by. But big nose shove in 3 and 4 again as I try to get a run in the center of the corner. We may die off pretty hard here. Get a run off the corner.
Inside. Still there at the bottom. Still there. Clear inside.
Okay, up into 5th. Now we got to try to start saving the tires a bit since we got to go quite a ways on these. And we've already used them up quite a bit. We've done what we need to do. We're back into 5th. Leaders aren't too far away. They're probably saving a bit of fuel. We're just going to go up here, get Tracy past us now, and then fall in behind him. Almost put ourselves on the apron and got really loose there. Screwed Dan up. He lost a lot of time behind us. Three and 4 though is killing me. I'm just getting so tight there. Try to give Dan a bit of draft to make up for us slowing him down on the exit of 2. Definitely not driving smooth or good right now. So yeah, the problem with staying out is, yeah, that first run you can make it 45 laps easy now, but you're going to have to still save on the others, whereas we're going to be able to go 6, 7, 10 laps longer on our first run and not have to save on the others and pit the same amount. So that's why I was surprised to see some of the people staying out there. Now if they can save and be quick, then alright, cool, they're in a good spot, but it's definitely not something that I can do. Just Give John the high side.
Outside. Still there. Outside is clear.
Thought he was going to go high side, but he's crossing us over. I don't want the high side.
32.939.
I've found a nice comfort zone down here on the bottom that doesn't feel like it's eating up my right front now. And if we go up to the top, we're just going to get cycled backwards a bit because we have hurt our tires. So right now I'm just in cooling and saving mode. If people want to go around the outside of us, cool.
33.128.
Got on it too hard, big loose. Gonna have to drive it in hard here so we don't get passed on the inside. Alright, let's see if we can pull a gap a bit here without making the tires feel like junk. We are having to slow down more in the corner now, which means we can rotate the car a little bit more into the corner. I don't get when people get a big ass run on the high side and then try to dive it in low the next corner. Just make your pass on the high side. Like, that's the quicker line. We're just not running it because that wears the tires out more. Andrew's got the idea. We'll just give him the high side. He's got the run off the corner as well.
Car outside. Keep low. Still there, hold your line. Stay low, there is a car on the high side. 33.073. Keep low.
Chuck
Outside
coming by as well.
outside. Still there.
And Billy's back there.
Still there, hold your line.
So we're paying for trying to get around some of those slower guys quicker.
Still there.
But that's fine.
The leader's pitting now.
We're still in a good spot. And now
Clear outside.
the leaders are pitting and not even saving fuel. What the hell are these guys doing?
Stay low. Clear high.
They're going to have to pit one more time than us as well. That is very unexpected. Alright, we're getting swamped here. And more people in. What is going on? Is that all the laps they could ever do?
33.203. Slow car down low.
That is a strange one. I do not get that. Maybe they'll prove me wrong. But I mean, that was going to be my bad call, was to pit one extra time. They stayed out when they could have made it 2 stops. Easy without saving. And are pitting an extra time. That's just, I don't know, that's crazy. We'll see how it works out if it goes green. Whoa, loose. I mean, they're going to gain a lot of time here, but that's a whole extra stop. I just don't see it working. And you're risking going a lap down. We got 14 more laps until we pit. Try not to cut down on Gavin there. We don't really need to save the tires, I guess, because, I mean, yeah, we're falling off compared to everyone else, but I don't feel like we're going to hit that massive cliff that we normally do at an end of a run. With only 14 laps left. Famous last words, I don't think we're going to fall off massively. We could be back in 20th by the end of this. Comes Shane, but he's getting stuck on the bottom. Gavin's gonna give him that spot, but I've got to run down low right now.
Stay high. Clear inside. 32.889.
I ran high there because I knew Billy was gonna have to go high, and if I went low, we might have got to his inside and then just slowed each other both down. Would not have been good for us. We got one more new tires coming. Big tight though back in 3 and 4. Did not think we would get tight again, but here we are.
32.908. Car outside.
Be very cautious and make sure he knows we're giving him the high side there. Hurts our entry, but Billy's exit gets hurt there. Gavin driving it in deep, he's still got some turn in it. Okay, well, we got quite a bit of a gap between the 3 people behind us and the rest of the field, so I think we're going to go try to go a little bit quicker here, see if we can get the high side to work. But Gavin's tires might be way too good. Chuck gets a big loose there. Let's try not to slam on the throttle here. Get the warning. Try to get it to turn. Thankfully, we don't have to take these much further. Gavin gets slowed up there. Did not look like he was able to turn on the high side in 3 and 4. So what I said, we needed to get to 84 to go. We're at 88 to go. We can go past that a little bit, so I'll probably go a lap past it just to give us a little more wiggle room. Oh, people are still pitting too early here. Like, you just, if you can prevent yourself from having to fuel save at all, you need to do that. Nose fell off of it that corner. 85 to go. 5 laps of fuel left.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
I'm going to take it around the top in 3 and 4 every time, just in case people are pitting. That way we don't run into an issue. Big shove.
The next car's the leader. The leader's pitting now.
Alright, so we're 84 to go now. We're going to go one more lap around and then pit. I'm going to lift off and let Gavin go.
Still there.
That way we can pit without him up our ass. He might be pitting right now.
Clear.
Yep. Alright.
Next car's the leader.
We're pitting next lap.
The leader's
We'll be 83 to go.
33.39.
You know what? Screw it. Let's go a little longer. We're going to lose some ground to people that have pit. But we got some fast cars coming up on us anyways, so we don't want to get ran over by them trying to pit here.
Car inside.
We got 3 laps of fuel left.
Inside. Clear.
Alright, this time we're coming in.
Keep digging. Still there at the bottom. 33.326. Clear inside. You've got about 2.
Very clear that we are pitting, or at least try to make it clear. Chuck looks like he's pitting. And coming down. We're gonna get slowed down. We're good. Use them up. Use the tires up there. Woo! Little dirt track.
Pit boxing. 10. 5. 3. 2. 1. Right here.
Here we go. Tires 30, 38. Make sure it's fueling it.
The leader's pitting now. Go, go, go! The leader is
A little
coming up.
slow off.
They're not at fight.
A little slow on the apron. Sorry, Scott.
Outside.
I've nearly screwed it up before, so
Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear outside if you want it.
alright. Now we just do a better job of saving our tires. Not saving, but just not using them up. Because now everyone is on a slightly different plan.
3.937. The car in C20 just set the fastest lap. 30.938. Inside. Clear inside.
Watch out for pitters, and then all the people that pit on lap 37 are going to be really slow.
Leader's pitting now. 31.279.
We went 10 laps longer than some of the people that pit on lap 45, or 9 laps longer at least. So the field is very spread out, all on different strategies. And this one is going to be one of those fun ones where we don't know where we're really going to finish until we get to that last run.
31.282. The car in C6.
Hopefully we don't have a yellow.
30.907.
We're just going to keep it low, not push it 100%. and hopefully gain a bunch on the back end of this run. If we don't, well, we've figured it out and we'll run it hard on the final run. Where's we're going? He wants to go low. We'll go middle.
Clear inside.
All right. 16th at the moment, but there's going to be a lot of slower people ahead of us that have gained a bunch and have to do an extra pit stop. And slow guy just turning down in front of the fast guys off the corner and then coming up in front of them off the corner. That's not very bright. Looks like Max has had some issues. He's a lap down and has pit. Caught something there. Chuck looks like he's trying to wind it up right now. Don't get tricked into going too hard.
31.514.
We go 34 laps. That will get us to about 36 to go, so we're definitely good on that. Dan pit on lap 43. He is falling off. Up in a tricky situation here, but I think we can just wait till off the corner. Not try to force anything in the middle. Had to lift off a bit there, but it was safer for us all. We're not going to worry about Chuck. Let him go. So yeah, we haven't caught up to the guys that pit on lap 37, but that doesn't matter since they have to do a whole extra pit stop from us. So, got someone in the wall. I have to just enter low here to give the guy on our outside room. Gavin has clearly gained a ton on us. He's just up ahead, entering one now. little tight. Loose again down low. Trying to figure out if I'm like just completely missing something with what those guys are doing. That pit early, but I don't think I am. I'm just really confused by that whole thought process. They're going to be pitting again pretty soon. Maybe I'm just doing math really bad, since we are at halfway. Alright. Yep, there they go in again. Now they can only get to 100 something, and they're going to have to pit again, whereas we only have to make one pit stop. Our next stop is our last stop. Unless we get yellows. Alright, we got a lot of traffic ahead of us. We got 23 laps. We need to try to get around some of these guys. I think we're going to start pushing it a bit. See if we can make up any ground, at least on Tyler. Layton up there as well in the pink and blue. And then hopefully Gavin.
The car in P28 just set the fastest lap. 30.872. 32.578.
I'm not pushing it as hard as I possibly can up top because I don't want to stuff it in the wall. Definitely going to go up here and try to use some of that fresh track. No rubber on it. Bigger runs off the corner. Use up the tire that we saved.
Put it in the wall, you idiot.
need to go down low anyways with this guy that pit early up on the high side. Come down here and cool things off for a bit. Although he might be needing to pit. I think he is. Yep. Go top. Loose cutting down there. Did not help our exit at all. Only scared Tyler a bit. Yeah, we're not really getting anything up there right now. Somehow we're really loose. 16, that's going to get us to 96. We only need to get to 94. Zachary's starting to push. He's up in the wall though. Hard in the wall, almost spun it. Get around this group, it would be awesome, but it's gonna take so much effort. I mean, hopefully they all fall off a little by little at the back as Chuck passes them. Here comes Shane as we're trying to make a pass. We're getting loose though, so that's not gonna put us too wide on exit. Don't run into anyone, Shane. No yellows, please.
52.813.
And we got a slower car up top, so I can't finish this run. Getting stuck.
Inside. You're in the middle, 3 wide. Clear outside, 2 wide. 32.757. Stay high. Still there.
Loose on the seam again. Thankfully, Clayton lets us go. Drive entry bad push, brush tires coming.
Inside. Clear inside.
Kind of in the same situation we were at the end of the last run. We're catching some of these guys by running harder. But I don't think we're going to get there before the pit stops. And we might. Chuck has fallen off the back of Gavin a bit. Gavin's having a good run.
32.819.
He pit earlier than us and is not falling off very much at all. I gotta stop hitting that damn seam. I keep making myself loose off the exit, and we lose the benefit of running the high side and getting the run off the corner. Up there. Billy's starting to have it go away. I think he's getting loose off the corner like I am.
32.881.
They're going to lose a little bit of time being side by side up here. We're going to pit on 94. That way we don't lose too much ground. People that pit earlier. There might be a few people that come in right now and try to go 44. There might be a few people that go in on 92 to go 42, but I don't want to cut it really close. Chuck, though, has made his moves. He's going to gain a couple of spots right before pit stops. Billy might be pitting here. Most likely is because he pit on 48.
Inside. Clear inside.
He may have to do a bit of saving, although it'll be 92 when he comes out of the pits, so...
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
Hopefully Leighton goes in this time. Forward on the brake bias so I don't forget for the pit stop. Try not to snap it sideways as hard as I did. And we're going to come in this lap. Maybe, unless he gets to our inside. I think he knows.
The lead is pitting now.
Alright, we're on pit road. Let's make sure we got everything set up. Let's take max fuel.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Alright, not great into the box, but never am. 47.52. Way better on tires that time, but also like 10 laps less on them.
The lead is pitting now.
Let's see if we can get out of the pits quicker.
We're done. Get going. Outside. mindful, you only have one set of tires remaining. Stay low.
Gonna be too wide on the apron again. Nope, he backs off. Alright, we are a lap down now, but they have to pit again.
Outside is clear.
And we're gonna get our lap back very quickly.
Outside clear.
That was not good.
Car outside. Keep low. 2.959. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Go high. Still there. Hold your line.
This is not good.
Still there. The lead is fitting now. Still there. Outside clear. 51.32. Outside.
Alright, we're on the lead lap now.
Outside.
Definitely don't want a yellow though.
Car outside.
So many different strategies happening, it's awesome. The bad news again for the people that pit early
Still there.
is if there's a late yellow, they're out of tires too.
51.379. Clear outside. Slow car down low. The lead is fitting now.
Is he coming out on his last stop? No, that's Chuck. I was like, I thought that was Ian for a second. I was like, holy shit, never mind, that's gonna work, but
Car outside.
nope, never mind.
Clear. Outside. 51.354. Still there. Outside is clear.
Okay, well, we're probably in like 8th place. I think track position is going to be more important than tires on this run. This is definitely the shortest run that we're doing. We don't need to worry about fuel. Yeah, they're just not going to have much fresher tires, so it's just a weird call. I don't know if they just didn't think about, okay, we can pit here and get fuel only and be fine. Trying to use more brake on entry just to get it slowed down, maybe a little rotation. I have a feeling Gavin and I are going to push each other a little too hard. Gavin's quicker than us. Luckily we got ahead of him because of that car pitting from the top lane. Felt like I needed to make that pass quickly just so we didn't get caught up on exit. Just kind of evaluating what we got ahead of us. They're not looking all that slow, and they're on newer tires, so Here comes Chuck.
31.791.
I think I gotta try to make a move around these guys before they start tripping over each other. But that might happen before we get there. Try to get the high side run. Hopefully they both go low here. They don't. Rick goes high. Oh, that screws over Gavin because Chuck got to the inside of him. I think Chuck realizes track position is pretty important as well. Just not much faster than this lap car, so that's why I'm trying to get this run off the corner. And then he goes high while I'm trying to run the high line. That totally screws us over. And screws over Gavin Moore on exit. Alright, we need to defend this track position. Tracy looks to be saving tires. Jesus, Chuck, stop being so fast. That's bullshit. No use in fighting that. Well, let's hope if he dies off we can get around him, but it's gonna be difficult, especially if I'm sideways out of the corner the entire time. And then not turning into the corner. Jesus, what a terrible lap. Oh, and then getting loose on exit. We already ruined our tires. Oh, brake bias too. You need to move that back. Not that that affected us too much, but yep, tires are shot already. That's awesome. Alright, keep him in his place. Try to slow it down for 3 and 4. Chuck is just gone. Fresh tires, lap down, coming up. Gavin went to the high side to try to let him by. Now he's down low, so that's going to force me to go high, which maybe was Gavin's evil plan, so that he can get to my inside. I don't know if that's how he thought that one through. Slow my entry up. We're just getting too tight. We got 21 to go. So once again, Diet Dr. Pepper versus Jasper. Make him slow down mid-corner. I don't know how he's driving in so deep and getting it to turn. Shane ahead. He has still got to pit. He's on 81 looking for a caution. So he's stretching it as far as he can. There we go, just full throttle through that big ass slide like an idiot. Slide job. He needed to slide job that just to end it. Comes late to make it 3 wide. Oh, I might make it 5 wide, but by myself, sideways. Which way is Shane going? He's going low. Just go high. Oh, I tried to push it. I wanted to get to his outside. Did not make it. Alright, well, now we just back it off. Get our 11th place, it looks like. Well, 10th place when Shane has to pit. Or if a caution comes out, throw on our fresh set of tires and hope. Shane's going to have to pit around lap 124, so he's got probably 5 laps of fuel left. Ian is 4.4 behind us with fresher tires, so he will probably catch us. So he's still going to beat us on that bad strategy. But he definitely lost a lot of ground. And, well, Gavin saves us. Doing the same thing we did. Backs him up a little bit to us. Seam got us loose. Ian 3.8 back. He might not catch us because we're being shit, and he's not gained all that much on us. But this could all fall apart. We could all slow each other down by hitting walls. Back in the top 10.
33.029. You're in the top 10.
3.6 back. Leighton trying to join the wall hit club. Zachary must have damaged his car with that big wall hit he had because he is on pit road and off in 30th. Let's see where my dad is. Has he even made it to the end? He is 24th, 1 lap down, but we have not seen him at all. .1 back to Ian. And he's really hoping that no caution comes out. If caution comes out for him, he is screwed because he's already used up all his tires. Who's winning it? John and Colton, with Andrew up there in 3rd. All the people we were around at the start of it, they vanished. 52.903. We're almost to the point though where a yellow would just pretty much end the race, so that extra set of tires isn't going to do us any good. Ian only 3.0 back. Got our tires back. Let's see if we can push up. Get these two. Billy's falling off a bit. Try not to throttle through the slides on exit while we're on the high side. Putting a lot of wheel in it so it could snap like that on exit. Not going to go down there because it's getting way loose down there. As Leighton just found out as he slid back up. Kind of park it in the center there with the top line. It just wasn't turning. Car outside. Clear. All right, into 9th. Can we chase down the 77 in the few laps that we have? Comes Shane on fresh tires. We'll give him the inside. That way we can just take the outside here. He'll clear us easy. Inside. Clear inside. Yeah, we're not going to get to Gavin unless he hits the wall.
laps of fuel left. White flag, stay smooth. 52.94. Outside.
It's not going to let him get low and block us.
Clear up top.
Good job to Gavin. And good job to everyone as we go 124 laps green. That was a fun one. A whole lot of different strategies. Kind of surprised by some of them, but yeah,
Nice run.
that made it
Solid work.
interesting. So we get 9th. Good win to John. Good run to Colton. Good job to Scott. He passed us on the apron coming out of the first pit stop and finished 4th. So he made up a lot of ground from his bad cue. And we just go backwards. Let's go take a look at what happened for that first caution. Oh, wow. Just gets destroyed on entry. Zachary was not ready for that. Scott might have got a little bit of that. Yeah, that's a strange one. Unfortunate. Let's see if there was anything else later on in the race. Oh, and Scott and Chad get together. Zachary into the wall. Ryan's gonna hit the wall. Nothing there. Oh, Chad taking a look low, and then he had to try to back out of it and just lost all turn. He didn't have the nose there, so like I think he was just saying it wasn't that guy's fault in chat. But I don't think we're gonna see any wrecks. I mean, because the field was so spread out that if anyone spun, it was gonna bring out a caution, but we'll see some people stuff it in the wall. I want to see what the hell Zachary did with his wall hit, because he got like massively loose. See if we can find it. Don't think we're going to. We'll go and look at his last few laps. Alright. Oh, he did most of the laps. Where was it, though? He had just passed him. No, he's in right behind us there. And I think maybe close to the end of this run, he started making a charge. And then all of a sudden, he was almost spinning. Was it there? Might have been back there. Okay. Let's watch this. Did he grab the wall there? He got really loose on exit. And then he just gets up into the wall on entry. And then it just snapped on him weirdly as well. I thought he was spinning. So, he saves it, and then that puts him back a bit. And then I don't think there was much of anything after that. So, great run to everyone. And, yeah, I had fun. It was interesting to see how that worked. Sadly, Gavin beat us, so at least we still beat my dad, but he finishes the race 23rd, and hope you enjoyed that one. Thanks for watching.